If you're watching this video, you're most likely heartbroken, and this is going to be the best video you've ever seen. Because if you're anything like me, you've most likely had sleepless nights where you don't even know what to do with your own body. And the moment you do get to sleep, you wake up tired with this person in your mind, and you just feel this desperation, and you just feel lost, and you feel like you're going crazy. Now, I'm not here to give you sympathy, because that just makes you feel better. I want you to get better. And this is something I wish my younger self knew. Right now, you might not expect what I'm about to tell you, but you have a gift. You're in a position where you have so much power inside of you that you can either use it to make you or to break you. And I'm going to show you how you can use it to your advantage. But I'm going to show you the negatives. This emotion that you feel, this heightened emotion, is energy emotions. And emotions, energy, it can't be destroyed. It can only be transferred. So you can pretend that you're alright, but guess what? There gets to a point where your body can't hold it and it breaks out, which is why you're most likely crying, why you most likely feel that desperation, because you haven't found an outlet yet. What is the easiest way to do? To go drinking, to go sleeping with other people, to go taking drugs, because it's a distraction. But guess what that makes you feel? Shame, guilt, and regret. The lowest frequency that you can have. And I'm going to explain frequencies to you. I used to think frequencies was nonsense. But when you're at the lowest frequency is when you feel pessimistic, like the world is ending, like there's no hope of life. You can't positively think your way out of it. You have to move and do things differently. But let me prove to you that it's real. Whenever you listen to sad music when you're feeling sad, you can really connect with it. You're on the same frequency. Whenever you're feeling positive and you listen to positive music, you can really feel it. You're feeling on the same frequency. Your frequency is what you frequently see. So when everything seems negative, you automatically know that you're in a low frequency state. So how do you elevate it? By doing positive actions. So how are you going to do that? Remember what I told you? You shouldn't feel shame, guilt, and regret. Whenever you go to smoking, drugs, it's just a distraction that blinds you from the actual situation that you're in. Because when you sit with it, it's very painful. But remember, pain is growth. The same way you go to the gym, you lift weights, it literally tears your muscle, but then it recovers and it becomes stronger. That pain that you're going through is trying to make you grow. But what does everyone do? They sit with it. But then guess what? That pain that you're feeling is trying to find an escape. You're trying to find an escape. It doesn't want to be there. You're trying to contain it, because when you contain it, you become stronger. And I'm going to explain to you how. The moment you contain it and you find the outlet where you think, where it thinks is win, you now have to go into a high intensity workout. Go into strength training. Take out all of that energy into the workout, because guess what? After that, it gives you mental clarity. Why? Because you don't have regret. No one feels good when they go sleeping around. It makes you feel empty. No one feels good when they go out and drink. It makes you feel empty. No one feels good when they go out and take drugs, because when they come back down to reality, they're always trying to find an escape. And that's why they feel shame, guilt, and regret, because they hate their life. They're trying to avoid it. Stop trying to avoid yours. The biggest problem is that you keep on beating yourself up and trying to control something that you can't. All of a sudden, you've created this scenario of how your life was with this person, of what could have been, what was, and now all of a sudden it no longer exists. It creates an unknown, and you're afraid. You're afraid of the unknown, and all of a sudden it creates this anxiety. So you go back into the past and you think, what could have I done differently? And all of a sudden you start to think, what could have I, should have I done? And it creates depression. So now it builds up even more of this regret. You're trying to control things that you can't control. The past doesn't exist. You aren't going that way. You didn't do it. The future, it no longer exists. The only things that exist is the now, which is why you need to stop avoiding it and stay present. So how are you going to stay present? You need to have that mental clarity. After you do high intensity exercise, after you train, you need to hit failure. What do I mean failure? When your mind is telling you that you can't do more and you push yourself slightly more. It's the same emotion that you feel when you feel like you're going crazy and you want to find an outlet, but you've given yourself that mental clarity and evidence that you can. Once you have that mental clarity, you can go back in the same situation and no longer have such high emotions attached to the thing. Then you go into reading a self-help book. Then you start seeing life from a whole different perspective. Because where was life before you met this person? You were living, right? Now all of a sudden, you made this person and put them on a pedestal. Now they no longer exist. They took part of you. That's where you disrespected yourself. Because a person should never be you. It shouldn't be your everything. It should be an extension of you. Because guess what? Now you have lost yourself. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to find you back and create you again. Which is why this energy, focus it. Focus it on your improvement. Focus it on your purpose. And what is that? Other areas in your life that you need to improve, that you're so afraid to. That's where you need to channel it. And how are you going to do that? By doing uncomfortable things since you're in that state. You're not going to feel ready. You're not going to feel prepared. But guess what? Doing the thing is going to make you feel better. Not waiting to feel better to do the thing. Because that's what most people do. And that's why they never actually get started. If you actually listen to what I'm saying and actually start going to the gym and actually start reading and actually start self-developing and you go back to that place, then you end up having this mental clarity again. Is it going to be easy? No. Like getting in shape is easy? No. But guess what? The outcome of it is priceless. You can't put a price on getting in shape the same way you can't put a price on having that mental clarity. You always have to stay in a high frequency state, a state of acceptance, a state of love. Because right now your point of, oh, this person fantasizing isn't love, it's obsession. Now what I want you to do is obsess with your growth. Oh, but that's selfish. Like Michael Jordan once said, you have to be selfish first to be selfless. Because now, how can you fill anyone else's cup if your one is empty? You have to start taking action. Stop being the victim and use that energy that you have now to your own benefit. Don't break yourself. Make yourself. Don't run away from the truth. Sit with it. But to sit with it, you need mental clarity because those emotions will eat you. You need to come to a stasis. How are you going to come to stasis? By making sure you take positive action. Give up that what you truly desire. If you feel frustration, what do you want? Love? Go out and give love to the world. This is something that I wish I knew sooner. And I want you to take action on this. Now, if you found this video beneficial, put down in the comment section below what was your biggest takeaway. With that being said, if you haven't already, like, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.